Because we got to talk about this lovely lady. Not every woman in America can wear a crown to work and get away with it, but this one sure can. 24-year-old Nina Davuluri, the reigning Miss America, was born in Syracuse to Hindu parents and spent summers growing up traveling to India to study Bollywood-style dancing. She is now more than halfway through her year of service after winning the competition last fall. She travels the country making special appearances at events to promote her causes, diversity, and STEM education. She was the guest of honor at a luncheon for the Erie County Commission on the Status of Women yesterday afternoon. We got to chat a little bit before she took the podium. So Nina, you're back sort of home in upstate New York. What is it like to be back in a semi-familiar setting?
It is so awesome. It's always a treat, especially when I get to do things in the state of New York, especially coming from here, and especially upstate New York. So it's really nice to represent the area.
And were you able to visit family at all while you were?
I actually was. I drove in from Syracuse this morning, so I had about 2 days at home, which was really nice. I haven't been home since Christmas, so it's been about 5.5 months.
So walk us through what it's like to be Miss America. You're never in one place for more than 48 hours.
Correct. So usually the way the schedule works is I do event travel. So every other day I'm basically on a flight to a new city to a different event. So it's quite busy. I travel on average 20,000 miles a month. So I have now hit gold, silver, platinum status on many different airlines.
And you're past the halfway point. You're 8 months into your reign. You said, what have you learned so far?
You know, I can honestly say I think the biggest thing I've learned is that you never know who you're meeting and you never know who you're influencing. So regardless of the day I'm having, my personal life, because it is a challenging job, to always first remember that many times people only meet one Miss America in their life, and I want to be the Miss America that leaves a positive impression.
And you're really a 21st century Miss America. You're the first Indian American Miss America. You're all over social media. How have you brought this role into the new millennium?
Well, it's very surreal for me because I went into this organization really wanting to change the face of who Miss America was. And I grew up watching Miss America feeling like I could never really be in this role because I didn't fit a certain stereotype of the typical, I'd say, pageant girl, I suppose. So it really wasn't about me, but it was about reaching out to that young girl who I knew was watching Miss America the night I won, and for her to finally be able to say, wow, this year Miss America looks like me, and I don't have to have a stereotypical talent to be successful in this organization.
And have you met a lot of young girls that have said that to you?
I have. It's really heartwarming to hear their stories, and I suppose it's crazy that I'm inspiring people, but it's always nice to hear.
And I just have to finish it up with a girly question. How do you keep all of your wardrobe straight and what you're going to wear to each event?
Okay, so I live out of 2 suitcases with a 50-pound limit, and that's actually challenging. I mean, I'm sure you can understand the struggles. That's my entire life is in those 2 suitcases. But thankfully, we have a wonderful wardrobe sponsor, Joseph Ribkoff, so they'll send me things monthly back and forth, so we ship stuff back. And it's actually what I'm wearing today.
You look great, and the crown, you wear the crown so well. Thank you so much for visiting Buffalo. We really appreciate you taking the time today.
Thanks for having me.